We're going to talk about the North Brewery. I mean, we're not drinking the North Brewery right now because Zach loves...
You all may have known me from a little place called the North Brewery. We make beers.
Rick's sitting next to you.
And we have Rick on a can, and we have Gumball Dreams on a can. We make beer right next door to Renaissance Tattoo. We've been on the show a couple of times. We're always happy to be a part of this.
Cool.
But today, it's springtime. And it's springtime.
We
drink ruby red Kolsch's.
And we've had a couple.
See,
All right.
Zach, you could do what I do. Anytime I have food in here that's not a sponsored brand, I say they're sponsored by us, and I hold them hostage till they give me free food.
Yeah.
Sponsored today by Jenny, Ruby Red Kolsch.
This is going to get pulled immediately for copyright.
All right.
Yeah.
No, it's not copyright infringement. We're saying how great the beer is. Go buy this beer. It's a beer review. True. As part of critiquing our... How great is this beer? 5 out of 5 for me. Good. We just reviewed it.
5?
Yeah.
4.5.
Okay, 4.5. There we go.
All right, cool. Well, speaking of the North Brewery...
Oh, yeah. We know this has been a difficult time for you during all this lockdown stuff. So
With the COVIDs.
we're doing like a fun thing to, a benefit for the North Brewery, if you will. So we got these shirts.
Oh, my fucking God. You can't. Oh, my God.
So this is live right now.
Our friends at Upstate Merch, shout out to Upstate Merch, screen printing company out of Whitney Point. They do a lot of the shirts for us here and everywhere else.
This is
They do
insane.
Great quality work, but Dylan over there set up this website for us to sell this t-shirt for a limited amount of time. Right now it says you have 17 days to do so. By the time this is out, it'll probably be like closer to 2 weeks. But people will have 2 weeks to buy this shirt, and all the proceeds will go to supporting the North Brewery.
And Zachariah Christ, if
My
you're not
favorite
aware...
man.
Jesus Christ.
Zachariah.
Oh, my God.
Jesus
This
Christ.
is so bad.
And there's-
Oh, man.
Jesus
Oh, my God.
we can send you the website.
Yeah, we can send you the website.
I know. This is mostly more...
There's the back to the shirt too.
Oh, yeah. Hang on,
do I want to see that?
I mean, it's not bad.
That is a beautiful looking sacrilegious piece of material.
So the back to combine the two.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yay.
So yeah, it's available. You can get it in any size. The bigger sizes are a little bit more, but they're $25 each. All the proceeds go to the North.
Fucking A.
We hope you like it.
Yeah.
You gave me hair.
Can we do another run of this where the back is just a play on the Footprints poem, where it's you bringing people 4-packs?
Yeah.
My...
Karen Bergman.
It's funny. More
And then
funny,
all of a
you
sudden,
know.
when I got drunk,
That's a
there
great
were
idea.
2 prints in the sand. It's because I was carrying your drunk ass. Thank you.
So growing up, we had that poem in the bathroom, and I would read it and be like, wow, this is so fucking stupid. And like, to knowing my mom and seeing it, like, if she's gonna see these out there at like Wegmans and being like, you had something to do with this, and I had no fucking idea.
I don't know.
I mean, the running gag was there was an image of me on Reggie's neck as
Yeah, for the Man of the Year contest, right?
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that's,
You can find it on TikTok.
Who did this? Who did the art?
That would be these two.
Oh.
Well, yeah. Remember when I took your picture that day?
I did
Yeah.
the OG
It's like, hey,
fake
come here. I need your
tattoo,
face.
but this is all them.
Oh my God. We're gonna be wearing these at Wegmans, and my mom is gonna see.
I mean, everybody's going to be wearing these.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone should go buy one. Support the
Buy
North.
Yeah,
buy 2.
definitely.
Yeah, buy 2.
Buy a 4-pack and 4 of these.
We're also going to do a raffle for you guys, like raffle off some gift certificates and stuff, and to raise money. And we haven't quite figured out the details of that yet, but we're going to be announcing it soon, probably about when this comes up.
I don't know what to say. That's something.
Well,
All right.
It's a fun thing.
well,
It's fun. Thank you.
Glad you like it.
Cheers.
Thanks for the beers.
Thanks for all the beers and support.
Thank you, and thank you guys. That's really nice. It's a nice idea. And we're doing it live.
Well,
We're doing it
know,
live.
Are they?
You know, we've been trying to find an excuse to do this forever, so why not?
Why not now? Oh boy. Okay.
But yeah, there's that. And now I guess we're gonna podcast.
I look
right?
good at least.
You look real good.
You have hair, as you said.
I made your
You
head.
look like you might have those savior abs underneath there too.
You might.
You know what I mean?
Might be shredded.
Like that V point that points at your dick.
Oh, I should have put a
Holy
beer
shit.
can in your
I
hand.
did kind of try and make your head comically large compared to the body, though.
Oh, trust me, I'm gonna hear about this from fucking everybody else. They've been like, "Oh, look at Zach. His ego's now on a fucking shirt."
I did also leave the back curls coming down on the shoulders,
Oh, you have a skullet.
so you have a little bit of a skullet going on.
Nice.
I would rock it. I could pull that off.
Yeah, you got the
God.
Jesus skullet.
Oh, it's so funny.
The Sacred Heart too.
All right. Yeah.
Thank you. I really appreciate this weird.
Well, we
gesture.
appreciate you,
Oh
man.
shit, we fucked up. We should have made it a sacred hop.
Sacred hop.
Damn it.
A sacred hop with the barbed wire.
Next time.
Oh man, can you imagine that on a candle?
Round 2. If only we had a sticker guy.
Most sacrilegious thing I'm a part of.
All right.
And I've been a part of some of them.
That's our big reveal for the day.
Damaged by you, damaged by me. I'm confused, don't wanna be confused.
That was the intro. Us.
Hey, everybody. We're back.
Hi.
So,
You're back.
Yeah.
You're back.
I am back.
Yeah. Didn't end up gator bait.
No, I went searching for Florida Man and realized he's already in Binghamton.
Yeah.
So,
how was Death's waiting room?
Have people.
Half people. How was Death's waiting room?
is that what you call Florida?
Yeah.
It's surprisingly not as Wild West as everybody thinks it is, like COVID-wise, you know? When I was down there, it seemed... It was cool. Everything's open, but people are still wearing masks and shit. It's not
That's-
much different than here.
That's interesting to hear. I mean, I get conflicting reports. Our neighbors just went down there too. But
Well,
they
yeah.
they went to Orlando, and they were like, "Oh yeah, on the resort, nothing was." Well, yeah, but I go,
It probably
all
depends on where you go, too.
Yeah, because Jr. just got back from Nashville, showed me photos of bars filled with people with
Yeah.
no mask, and then he's like, "But other bars are actually following the rules, and you have to be seated and seated without a mask, without a mask."
Yeah, honestly, on the drive back up, I noticed more maskless people, and
Yeah.
it was in like states like South Carolina, stuff like that.
Cookies? Cookies? Anybody want cookies?
Oh, I'm good.
I'll
thanks.
take an old lady cookie.
Cookie?
No, I'm good. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you, Christina.
All right, so, well, while everybody's snacking, let's go around and plug our social media.
Ooh, I like that.
I'm Josh Ruff at joshruff.com and all the things. www.joshruff.com. And we're here at Renaissance Studios at RS Tattoo NY on Instagram. I should probably also mention that I'll be at the Tattoo the Lou convention in St. Louis coming up here in a few weeks.
Nice. Reggie Cuvelier here at Reggie Inks, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And I also have a Patreon set up where for $1 a month, you could give me $1.
That's pretty good. I like that
Right?
too.
You want to plug your stuff, Zach?
Yeah, we're North Brewery.
Our
Instagram.
beloved sponsor.
They,
Isn't it
Inst-
at the North Brewery?
at the North Brewery?
Yeah. There we go.
Instagram, Facebook, check us out. I'm also on Instagram private page. No one follows it. Kind of prefer that so I can post nudes. It's Instagram.
Nudes
It's
of
butts
dudes,
only.
Only
It's-
crayons.
It's Harry. It's the name is I like my beers. I like my beer ratchet. I like my beers ratchet.
I'm Christina. You can find me at Christina Maslar on Facebook, on Instagram. I'm ratchet in person, but my beers are fine, I guess. Resident grandma with my tea.
That says mother.
Tea and crumpets.
Hello, mother.
Mother.
I won't call you mother.
Thank God.
I'm Bam Maslar. I'm a painter. You can find me at www.bamburnsthings.com. I have a show right now in Arch Enemy in Philadelphia.
Cool.
Who's your art dealer? Yourself?
Me.
Okay.
I don't need an art dealer.
I just thought, like, you guys are all artists, right? And we're going to critique art.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing today, by the way. Art
Pretty
critique.
sweet.
Yeah.
You guys are all your own art dealers.
Yeah, I'm doing so well at mine.
At what
You
level?
can find all my paintings in the lobby.
At what level do you think you'd have to get to get an art dealer? And are art dealers actually needed?
Selling dick clouds for millions of dollars.
Yes.
You're talking about like basically an assistant who finds stuff or clients to buy your work.
Right.
Kind of.
Artists
A
don't
manager.
actually need art dealers.
Yeah.
He's
Well,
talking more
a lot
like
of artists are notoriously bad at marketing their own work. So
you're
Okay.
kind of combining two things as well. So there's an art manager who would be like the person who would manage you, you know,
Right.
the one who would actually go out and find the art galleries and do your promotional work and do all that while you spend the time painting. Then there's also the art dealer who is the actual gallery. So you're kind of combining a little bit of both. So nowadays the art manager isn't really as needed because, you know, social media and
Right.
shit like that. So it's not really along those lines. It's more a social media manager or
When I used to go to a lot of comic conventions, a lot of those guys actually have some managers and stuff, mostly because they have no idea how to price their originals
Yeah.
and shit. That
Yeah.
guy's like, no, dude, you need to put that cover worth $2,000, not
Yeah.
like $500.
well, yeah, it's like a lot of artists don't know how to value their own work, like, or they'll undervalue it substantially.
Right.
Yeah, you get paid the same rate working for a client, whereas the original piece could be variety of price value.
I'm not trying to like sway the conversation when I know you guys got an agenda, but
No, we don't.
all right. Well,
We like to pretend like we do, but
so Dylan,
You said we have an agenda, like we have a manifesto. or
you might.
Hey, we got the first part down.
So we got some ruby reds. What I'm trying to say what I'm asking about that is because Dylan, he's like our guy who does our art shows at the brewery and stuff like that.
Shout out to Dylan Utter.
Yeah, Dylan Utter, check him out. Just Google him. His work is phenomenal. But we had this guy come in who works at Domino's, also next to our buildings, and it's weird, really fucking weird how it all played out. So Kevin, the manager over there, he's like, I got this guy who I want to introduce to Dylan. He does a lot of Jewish art. His words, Jewish art. And we're like, wow, we've never heard of that before. I don't know what that would be.
like dreidels and yarmulkes and stuff.
That's what I thought. So
Modest Yahoo.
he comes over. We end up meeting him, and it's Mosner or what's the last name? You know
Oh
this guy.
no.
Mosner from BCC.
Mosner from BCC. So we meet this guy's kid,
Son.
the youngest, super young, and he tells us this story. He's like, yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. I have art, and then like you guys take a look at it, and his art is down on Washington Ave, and this dude was living out of a camper. Now he's living on Washington Ave with nothing in the apartment, no TV, no bed, nothing, and he has work over there. And then Dylan's over there, same thing with like art man. Dylan's like, yeah, we could probably do a show with your work at the brewery. And the guy's like, yeah, I have no idea what I would charge for this. He goes, you guys pick. So I was like, what is that something that is real? Like obviously artists that have no value and they're like going to somebody and then they're telling them what they should price the item as.
Well, I had classes with Mosner, so his father probably broke him down to the point where he's like, this is worth nothing.
Right. He is
Derivative.
When you talk derivative.
Yes.
When you talk to him and you tell him about his, I'm like, what do you do? He's not even this kid is not eating anything but Domino's because he doesn't want to spend any money. He's living in an apartment on Washington Ave. It's not a great apartment. It's not by any means. It's in the same apartments where they put a lot of the people that get out of jail. And before that, he said he lived in a camper with his girlfriend. His girlfriend broke up with him, kicked him out of the camper. And I'm like, dude, you can obviously afford something better. You have no TV, no mattress, no food in your house. You have nothing other than these massive canvases. So that's my opening intro. That's all I got for that. Just to
So-
talk about. I'm not plugging him either. I just was like
it's
bringing
fine.
up the art manager.
I had my first
thought you were
painting
trying to find-
class
I thought you were
was
trying
with
to say me, huh?
Mosner. And Mosner had this thing where he would tell you to do something, and if you didn't like the way you do it, he'd yank the brush out of your hand and paint it for you. So he did that to me about 3 times before I turned to him. I'm like, I don't care what you fucking do with your wife at home. Don't you dare touch my things. And he stared at me and like, you heard me. Don't touch my things. And this is when I didn't like to talk to anybody. So he had to really push.
So you
my
probably
buttons.
put a lot on that one when you let it
Yeah, I
out.
was just like, made eye contact. My
Bitch, I'll
only
cut you.
impasto painting.
All right, so let's review some art.
So, so I found some Renaissance art about.
I love how he's getting stabbed straight
A
down.
sunny
in his head.
disposition.
Yeah.
It looks like he's stabbing himself too.
Yeah, there is a theme for the night. So
Cool.
Is it getting stabbed in the head?
Is this, your,
It is? Yes!
is this your guys' way of telling me that you're killing me tonight?
No.
Bringing me in here, showing me I'm Jesus, basically.
We set up that t-shirt to fund your funeral.
I
no,
love
if anything, we just throw you in the Susky.
I love the guy in green in this because he stabs him and then he's like, "Are you okay, sweetheart? How you feeling?"
He's like petting his
Caresses his
forehead.
face as he stabs him in the ribs.
Is this the whole piece, or is this a small piece from a bigger?
"This is
It looks like a
from
section of
a
something.
book.
It's
You could see
probably
the writing behind
probably
it."
a Bible.
Yeah.
It's the
A lot
first
of
thing that
times in
I'm drawn
reproductions
to.
of the
Is
Bibles,
this like
they
the
let-
same book that Finger in the Butt dude is
Could be.
from?
It could be.
I was trying to find.
They're
I
all
couldn't-
that kind of weird.
Probably that generation.
We still need to make that T-shirt, by the way.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that'll be our one and only podcast T-shirt.
Who needs a thumb up the butt?
Oi, look! I can stab him straight down in his fucking head.
So great.
So, on a side note, to do with this kind of, I found an article about this person who's an archaeologist and was dating a old skull, and they found blue pigment in the teeth, and it was from a woman. So they're just like tracing it back, and they finally found it was lapis lazuli. What is it called?
Lapis lazuli.
That one. And they're like, oh, she probably did manuscripts and stuff because she was a nun, so she painted this. And art historians were like, no, she was probably just a cleaning lady. I'm like, you motherfuckers. You can't
A
even
woman
give-
make that?
No.
Yeah, right. What else do we got to say
Do we
about
rate this? I don't. I've never done this with you guys. Like,
You just
What do you
enjoy
think?
it.
Yeah, what do you think about it?
First reaction.
it's killing of Julius Caesar. Like the
Nobody's
guy,
getting him in the back though.
No,
There's no
but
like
it's
two
the
brute
fact that
moment.
his how like, it might not be Julius Caesar, but it's like a killing of other people like him and his stature. Look at how happy this guy is, right?
They're all having a really good
He's
time.
but like the guy who's getting stabbed.
Yeah.
Even
Like,
the other
he's like-
people. Look at
he's
that
like-
guy on the right. Look at
Well,
how
second
much
team of the
fun he's
night.
having.
Well, it's same. Yeah, to what you're saying too. Like we're all friends here, but yet we're gonna kill you.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
and you're not even gonna know that we're killing you until you're already dead. It's
Shank,
over with.
shank,
It's over with.
shank.
And plus that
Let's see if this
Gothic.
fucker's a pinata.
that gothic print in the back.
I think that's the other side of the page.
Yeah.
Because
So
a
you
lot
can, like,
of
see
it is
through it.
on his actual like Bible pages.
Oh,
They do
okay.
it
So-
in like the margins. I forgot what there was a word for it.
What does the guy have in his hand that's getting stabbed? Is that
It
like
looks like another sword. It
Yeah.
looks like he's stabbing himself.
It's like a dagger or something.
But I don't
Yeah.
see spaghetti blood from his stomach, so
So maybe
true.
he's trying to pull his sword out. And
Yeah, it
it's
looks
just
like
not.
it's in a
Wait.
scabbard there.
yeah.
it's too late? He's
Are you
gonna
sure?
die.
I don't know. He might be
Sword
able,
in the head,
he might be able to come back from that. His eyes are still open.
rosy red cheeks.
Okay, do you think the guy with the pink is like, hey, let me hammer that down a little bit for you?
It's like, oh, I wanted to go first.
Yeah, he looks more like, oh man, you guys went too early. I thought we were going in count of 3.
Do you think they were like, okay, we're gonna pose for a photo now? Say cheese, and then they just stabbed him.
Probably. That makes sense.
I hate this. I'm sure. Like,
Yeah, it's not great.
Viscerally, I'm like, with the way you guys are with the abstract art, like that I like. I look at this and I go, this
Well-
looks like this looks like Saturday morning cartoons.
Yeah, it's equally bad.
Yeah. Now, do you hate the subject matter, or
No, I don't hate the subject matter. It's like this was designed obviously to go along with whatever type was down.
Yeah.
Was down there, and it's just like it's quick. Get it up there.
It's your
Honestly,
basic
for-
book illustration.
For that time frame, their proportions aren't the worst.
So this
Their hands are all pointing weird directions.
Yeah,
though.
but their
this-
faces.
So the
seem to be
the
not
Bible is
terrible.
probably from like the 12 to 1300s. So it's pre Renaissance painting.
Sure.
It's pre Michelangelo, that sort of idea. So at the time, this was
pre
what-
Raphaelites, that's for sure.
At the time, this is a lot of what the artwork looked like.
The PRBs.
Oh, so to Zach hating this one.
Cheers.
Cheers.
All right.
I fucking love it.
I don't have.
I want to party with these guys.
We can't cheers without something in
Oh,
there.
you got to get a fresh one.
Well, because I don't have any more. Ruby Reds are flowing, guys. Now this piece.
What the fuck? Is this like?
It looks like this crazy bitch is carving the sign of the cross in this dude's head, or
And he's
this
happy
lady's
about it.
head, whoever it is.
Or she thought he was Charles Manson.
Yeah. Oh, you've got too much head here. Let's cut that down a bit. I feel
kind
like
looks like what's that lady that was in Mommy Dearest? It's not Katharine Hepburn, but it's one of those ladies. It looks like her in the face, and kind of what she did to her children. She was
True.
not nice.
She carved them.
No
X's in the
wire
top of her-
hangers, man. You never heard of that? She used to beat
like
her
the-
children.
I like the lines. They're deep. They're definitive. This also sucks.
I love that they
I have
wanted
a
to
feeling
give.
most of the things we're looking at tonight are gonna suck.
I
You're
do
gonna
like
hate
the red
You're gonna hate
background.
the next 30 minutes of your life.
The red background's nice.
Is it because it looks like an abstract painting? That's a yes.
Yeah. But like the lines on the robe are really done well. I feel like I don't know. I like the colors. They're
See, I like the weird alien hand.
I
Actually, I
love the fact that they made a
Warm it
point
up.
to give her crazy eyes. Look at those. Completely, you could see the whites around her pupils.
Well, yeah. I mean, at the point when you're carving an X in someone's forehead,
I mean, he seems like he's
Christina.
having a good time about it.
yeah, you probably
Kind
don't.
of.
You probably don't have whites of your. You
do you
only
think he's simple?
He might be.
simple Jack.
let me ask you this, Christina. Would you ever wear whatever she has on her head? Would that be something that you would wear?
Absolutely.
Really?
Yes.
What do you call that?
A baby bonnet.
It's like a shawl or something, right?
If it's
a
a
word.
tie, you tie it here.
Yeah, it's not a babushka, but
Not quite.
I think that could be a style we can bring back.
Yeah, let's do it.
Like
the 1920s bathing cap.
well, they did Grey Gardens. The movie Grey Gardens
shit.
brought that whole style of women wearing that bandana or like.
It also brought back in the style of hoarding.
Oh man,
Hoarding.
I like that movie a lot. All the cats in the walls.
That is a documentary, and then they made it into a movie.
Oh, I
it's
know.
very
The
depressing.
documentary's great.
There's a cat in the wall.
Several.
Dude, I'm surprised
And
it's not
squirrels.
just cats squished under things that they didn't bring up either.
Guess we got to get another
'cause-
cat to get the cat out.
See, you're thinking too much like a person. You gotta start thinking like a cat.
Why are all the cats here? Maybe it's because all the open cans of cat food.
I'm trying to decide if that's like a wrinkle on her cheek or just cold sweat.
It's cold sweat. She's worried about what she's doing.
But he's also got a similar.
He's happy with it. He's like, this is the way.
Yep.
This is
Yeah.
how you get rid of my headaches.
Do you
Cut
think this
in.
is like the prequel to
Cut the
Mice and
demons
Men?
out of my head.
Yeah.
This is what happened before they went to work together.
Yeah.
Before he met George
Oh, poor Lenny.
or Lenny.
I feel like he's got one of these slabs. Like, you know what I
Oh, that's
mean?
horrible.
Here's my doctor's note. My mommy sent me here. She said cut along the X.
That
Thank you.
is actually the best accent I've heard out of you ever. That's amazing. You sound like you should be in the game Fable.
Oh, Fable, thank you. Oh, you mean, there's some monsters out
Say
there.
gold doubloons.
What?
Say gold doubloons.
Gold doubloons.
It's fucking great.
Can
All
we
right.
take him
All right,
to
what's
Ireland
next?
with us?
Yes.
Oh, there's this one.
More people getting stabbed.
Told you it's the theme of the night.
The proportions on this. The sword is huge. The man getting stabbed is huge. Is that a little person or a court jester?
I don't know.
Definitely
but
a gesture.
I love the fact that they were like, "Hey, high five, Shank."
Yeah.
I wish there was some backstory to any of this. Like,
I'm sure there is if you could read Latin or whatever this is here.
It looks like it's also backwards.
Hello, King. I invented a new thing called a high five. Gotcha.
It's like don't trust the jester, right? Or is that a rogue? A rogue is doing it to him?
You all right over there, Christina?
I give up. I love his fanny pack. Maybe that's where it originated.
Ooh. You know, we need to bring the fanny pack back.
I think
it's
Along-
back already.
It is.
along with that though, we should bring back tights for men.
Well, yes. See,
I mean, leggings were great.
The
You guys
fanny
were missing
pack.
out.
The fanny pack is not back though, because it's now called the bum bag,
Yeah, it's a bum bag.
and they're all like $400 because they're made by like fucking Coach and Louis Vuitton.
My 5-year-old
I want my neon green play school one back that was like $7.99 at Kmart.
Yeah, my kid
Lisa
has
Frank
a
one?
fanny pack.
Exactly.
He does that. He wears it to school. He's like, I carry things in it.
Like
Kids
girls'
in-
phone numbers.
Kids in school love it too. He's pulling out everything in there. Teacher came over. She's like, I don't know if you know this, but Harrison brought a candy bar into school. Probably was something from Halloween. You can't bring any nuts into school. I go, I had no idea. I didn't know what he packed in that fanny pack.
Gifts for all his lady friends. That's
I know.
what.
He's like giving them out.
How many friends does he have now?
I think he's got Freya. He's got Ava. He's got Rory.
Like
Should
Chad's
you be
Ava?
saying little kids' names
No.
on this?
Nobody knows their last name, and we're talking about my son. My son and his friends. It's nothing negative.
Your
His
what?
friends.
5-year-old son?
5-year-old son.
Good for him.
All right. This also sucks.
Yes, most of these paintings do. Let's see what's next.
Oh,
This one's really
Wow.
good.
dude with sword and head.
But he had to see that sweet baby Jesus. He couldn't miss that.
Is there a story behind this? I feel like there's like some Bible story.
Well, he's got
or
a
some
sword
shit.
in his chest too.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's like, I can't not see this infant. You know what I like? Strangers' babies.
Who's the hairy Bigfoot kid at the bottom here?
That's an angel. It's a cherub.
Bigfoot.
Well, look at him.
They call them cherubs. He's carrying him in the afterworld to see his baby because he died in battle.
This is when the guy with the sword in his head took Sasquatch to see Jesus.
Maybe again, pre-story of Lenny from Of Mice and Men.
Is the child Lenny?
Yes.
The guy who taught. So Lenny wasn't slow. Lenny just got taught how to act with people by a guy with
no.
a sword in his head.
Lenny got kicked in the head by a horse.
Hey, Bigfoot. Yeah? Can I be a Sasquatch too? You already are. You're my little baby Sasquatch. Oh, oh.
Shout out to Tenacious D.
You already are, Jables.
I mean, out of all of them, this has been the prettiest.
Well, yeah, it's awesome.
It's very well done.
rendered.
I feel like I imagine the guy with a sword in his head talking like Norm Macdonald. Like, hey, kid, you want to take me to go see the fucking Christ or what?
There's got to be some narrative to this thing, though. Why he has a fucking blade embedded in his body and his head.
He's starting to look like that dude from the print from Hannibal. You know,
Yeah.
that guy. I'm sure there's a name for it. But he has all the sharp objects in him.
Maybe it's the guy from the first panel, but he actually survived. And now he's like, hey, Jesus, so me and my friends got drunk the other night, and one of them tried to hammer an axe into my face.
I
The
know.
sword out of my head.
You know?
I know you're a baby and I don't want to pressure you, but you think you can, like, heal me?
And the kid's like, "Yo, wash my feet."
What do you think of this, Zach?
Zach,
As
you're
a work
quiet.
of art in general.
It's nice. This is nice.
There's no blood.
I mean, I could take her to leave the blood. I mean, it's at least done nicely. Like there's stuff to look at in the piece. The mountains in the back, the clouds.
It's beautifully
The
rendered.
woman looks good. The baby, the cherub or the Bigfoot.
It looks like he even thought to bring like a little thing, a sprig of wheat, even though he was stabbed a bunch for a gift for a baby. Because you know how babies love sprigs of wheat.
It's doom. Yeah, it's like just still doom and gloom. You know, the colors. I hate the colors.
You hate the colors?
Yeah,
Oh.
it just seems like a piece I'd walk by, and not like it wouldn't make me want to look at it.
Is it because it's not
It's very
scribbles?
interesting.
No, it's not about the scribbles, Bam. It's not about that. It's not. It's just not evoking any emotion.
See, in a museum, I would stop and look at this one for a while.
But why?
because the
bef-
technique is very, very
I'm
awesome.
not knocking the technique by any means. I'm just like it's there's no substance. It's like I don't want to shit on local businesses, but there's a local diner. I'm not going to name the name that yeah, they do everything all right, like mediocre. Like it's they meet all the expectations of a diner and the food, but I would rather go to a shittier diner and have a better experience at a shittier diner than go to this one place that's like corporate, like similar to this. Like,
Can
yeah,
you give hints? Because I want to know.
Denny's.
No, I'd rather go to Denny's over this other place. I'd rather go to Denny's other than
Take a brick.
no, a diner in Endwell.
Broadway.
I would rather go. I would rather
Charlie
go to
Brown's.
Denny's.
That's it.
I would rather go to Denny's than that particular.
There's only so many diners
because
we can name.
you
Broadway
named
diner.
it. You named it. I would rather go to that because it's like I'd rather go to Denny's or Skylark or all these other places because at least they're like it's not like doesn't have this feel of just going through the motions. Like this piece to me just feels like everyone else did it at this time, like painted like this, so I'm gonna paint like this too. And now I have a piece that's a little weird because the guy has a knife in his chest and in his head, and the baby Bigfoot. Like it just seems to me like I've seen it already, and I would move past it.
But
Okay.
they had just like those shitty Bible drawings before that. So when this came out, they were like, "Holy shit! Did you see? It has a hand."
Right, but this was a
It has two of
progression.
them.
This was a progression over time. I mean, obviously, still has the Bible in that, but all the other paintings this period of time, like there was a group of probably a bunch of guys and was there maybe women
No, they were cleaning.
cleaning,
Cooking dinner.
and there's a bunch of people that painted stuff like this. And I'm
Birthing.
like, after I've seen one version of this, I'm like, ugh.
But you have to understand too, like back in the day, that was all artists were commissioned to do.
Was
The
this.
church was just like, "I'll
Yeah.
pay you to do this," and sometimes they'd be like, "Okay, but I'm going to put a dick cloud in the background.
And they're like, absolutely,
Yeah.
And they
I'm going to
do
make it sciencey some way, but you won't know." 'cause
Number one.
Bible.
patron back in the day was the church. That's why there's so much religious imagery in
One time
Renaissance painting.
One time I was going to paint a picture of a naked lady, and then the church threatened to cut my balls off. So then I kept painting pictures of a fat baby Jesus.
It's very interesting to hear your perspective.
I
on
just
that.
I just look at it and I'm like,
You just
I'm
compared it
bored
to a
of it.
diner.
After I look at it once, I'm like, I'm bored of this because there's nothing that's keeping me want to look at that.
Dude,
When
look
you
at
have-
that baby Jesus. It has hair at the top and sides.
Right. Okay.
Fucking
It looks
curly
like-
and a mo.
It
I will
looks
say
like
probably-
Krusty the Clown. Look
Probably
at
the
that
most
hair.
realistically proportioned baby Jesus we've
It's
looked at
true.
on this
Yeah.
show.
We don't even know if that's baby Jesus.
It's
gotta
Jesus.
She's wearing blue. It's got to be Mary.
Yeah.
That's the only time they're allowed to use blue back
He's
then.
already like.
Nerd facts.
Don't-
I mean,
don't
he's
insult my
doing
Jesus.
that right now.
He had a
I just
bigger
wanted to-
dong than that.
You're just upset
Yeah, he was
because
talking
your
like this.
face,
I'm not upset about the
because your face is not in this painting.
I'm not upset about that. Actually, I like the second one we looked at way more than this. Like this is almost offensive to me.
This is what offends you?
It's just the repetitiveness of like what you said. Maybe it's exactly what is the Catholic Church or the church back then commission all these painters. And the painters are like, wow, this is fucking great money. So they start painting like this, and then they get into this rigmarole of painting this exact same look. I mean, the lighting looks great. The lighting and the shadows that they have in there looks fucking great.
Yeah.
Better than a lot of painters that are painting realism out now. But still, I look at this and I'm like, I've seen it so many times. I'd rather have something that looks shittier, like abstract crayon art.
The issue is, though, like, they would commission Caravaggio, and Caravaggio didn't give a fuck. So they're like, we want a painting of Mary mourning after Jesus died. And he made her look dead, because clearly she was dead in it.
Right.
So he was alluding, like, maybe she killed herself afterwards. And they were like, we can't fucking hang this in the church.
Right.
No, take this back.
See, he was great because he was like the best painter of his time.
He really was. He was also an
and
asshole.
he would definitely flex his skills on shit like that, like
Yeah.
that Bacchus painting that he did, where every other rendition is like an angelic figure, and his was like sickly and green looking.
That's because he had, like, what was it, malaria at the time? And he was just like, I'm fine. Myself, like, fine.
All right,
Let's
on to
move
the
on.
next one. Like,
Cheers.
God
Cheers.
damn it! Oh, I mean the gold floor is tiled nicely, is bricked nicely.
This is just obnoxious.
My favorite is the guy going, "Hey, taste my fingers."
You think this is obnoxious,
Yeah.
but this is something like at least
What's with the
it does
dude-
suck.
What's
I mean,
with the dude
it does.
voguing on the left?
I was gonna say doing ballet.
Yeah. He's just like, I'm going to stab this guy, but I'm going to make it look cool.
Oh, maybe that's. I just could not nail the anatomy of like the chop. He's
Yeah,
like,
so they're
I'm
just
coming
like-
in hot.
Now stand on your tippy toes, because this is...
This is definitely pre the last painting
Yeah.
we saw.
Well, this also at least tells a story, right? Like I like this a little bit better because I can understand what the fuck's happening here. You have the Catholic Church, or the
it looks like the Pope.
the Pope and people that are around some religious group all being murdered.
Because, you know, the Catholics were super persecuted. They never attacked
Yeah,
other
right.
countries for their beliefs.
I'm not saying that they weren't. I'm just saying at least this has a story.
The poor Catholics.
There was a 30-year war. There was a 100-year war.
Oh man, that's just sad.
All those other religions going after the Catholics.
Just oppressing them.
No, the thing with the Catholics, they oppress themselves. So once they
That's
oppress
what
They
themselves,
used to. We do it every day. It's a
Yes.
shame.
we shame ourselves, and then we attack others for us shaming ourselves. It's wrong of us to have premarital sex, but we do it and then blame everybody else. Everybody else, and it's their fault that we're having premarital sex.
Do you know how fucked up Catholic people are? When you're a kid, you think Jesus hates you so much for not doing your math homework. You're just shamed.
You're
You're going to hell because you didn't do your homework.
Burn in hell.
Jesus is sad.
I only believe in religion for the bad things. That's the way I finally realized that. I only believe in a vengeful God. That's all I believe in. It makes sense.
Why is that?
It's Old Testament only.
I wouldn't even say Old Testament. I mean, it makes sense. I mean, I can't. No. If I go on this rant, it's gonna be fucking terrible.
Go on this
No.
rant, and then we'll plug the
Nope.
T-shirts again at the end.
Here, drink another beer, and then tell us your thoughts.
Tell us about these shirts with your face on
It's
it.
also borderline.
support-
It's also
support the North.
borderline offensive to a lot of people. All right, fuck it.
Your mom's not
I'm going
watching
to try and
this,
say this
dude.
as tastefully as possible.
Well, you gotta
the
drink another beer.
Catholic. I still have half of one here. The Catholic, so. I mean, it makes sense why God would be vengeful if we believe in if there's a vengeful God. So his son dies by who? I'm going to ask these questions in a way so I'm not the one who looks bad. Jesus gets killed by who? Who sentences him to death?
Pontius Pilate.
Right, but who convinces Pontius Pilate to kill Jesus?
The Romans.
No.
God.
I know what you
No.
want to. I
The
know what
Holy
you
Spirit?
want.
The Greeks.
No.
The Jews.
Okay. And I'm not blaming them by any means. So that happens, and then that particular group of people gets persecuted for a long time.
Yeah.
For a very long time.
Zach, are you saying that the Holocaust?
No, I'm
was-
not. I'm not saying any of that. I'm not saying any of that. We're gonna go through a time period, okay? For a very long
Oh,
time.
we didn't finish that thought.
No, I'm not saying that.
This is going off the rails.
No,
quick.
I'm not saying that.
Genesee,
This is going-
sponsor our cast.
Yeah, after this, this is going off of this piece. Okay, so if we're saying God is a vengeful God too, we're also looking at it from from a standpoint of people that knew about God from that period of time, like from after the death going forward. if you believe in God, you believe in Jesus, you'll go to heaven, okay? There is also a continent and several other continents that didn't hear the word of God, okay? So the particular group of people from a large continent didn't hear the word of God. Then something bad happens to them for a long fucking time, which leads me to believe God is a vengeful God. He only wants to punish and not do right by anybody.
So Zach, I have one question because I'm too.
And I'm not
Catholic,
for this.
So I hate myself.
Me too.
So there's God and Jesus. Who's the Holy Ghost?
I'm going to hell for even talking about this.
Is he like his
Hell's
agent?
not real, Zach.
Well, it is if you believe in a vengeful God. Only a vengeful God.
Yeah, who is the Holy Ghost?
I never got an answer in Sunday school. Well, honestly, I stopped going.
Father, Son.
And the Holy Ghost.
Is he Grandpa?
Oh,
no,
spooky
no.
ghost! Oh!
I'm not the person to, I only went to, I did religious ed. I have no idea who the
I
Holy
went to
Ghost is.
Catholic school for 10
The
years.
whole-
and I
I'm
never
assuming that
got
the Holy
answer.
Ghost, that the Holy Ghost is God himself. Like Jesus is God. Jesus
So
is God.
Jesus is his own dad, so he fucked his mom. He's Marty McFly.
No.
Oh my God!
Look at it.
I figured it out.
Look at it from like Star Wars. So Emperor Palpatine, right? Emperor Palpatine manipulates the midichlorians to pregnate Anakin's mom. Anakin's mom gets pregnant. She gives birth to Anakin. She's not a whore. She is immaculate conception because Palpatine manipulated the midichlorians to produce this offspring, basically, of himself to be super fucking powerful, except it goes a little haywire and Anakin becomes more powerful than Palpatine.
Is that part of Star Wars canon that he did that?
They've hinted at it several times, and they haven't came out and said that Palpatine hasn't done it. Palpatine, I believe Palpatine manipulated the midichlorians, and he is the father of Anakin Skywalker.
Zach's got a Star Wars
I'm claiming it
tinfoil
now.
hat on right now.
Claiming
Come up
it.
with Star Wars conspiracies.
This just keeps like hitting angles.
All right,
sorry,
so
I'm
should we get
sorry.
back to the artwork here?
Yeah,
No, I want to talk
fucking
about
rant.
vengeful gods and shit.
Yeah.
That's great.
That was a great conversation.
Wait, didn't we just celebrate the Holy Ghost, like the whole Easter thing? It's like the ghost that
Celebrate-
rises after the first full moon. Of
It's
the
something to
winter
do with
solstice.
spirit or something
No,
like
we
that.
It's
celebrated.
about zombie werewolf Jesus
Yes.
coming back to life after the full moon.
No,
Yes.
no,
And he was
no,
like,
no.
JK, here's some eggs.
He's zombie Jesus
He's
for
not
the
a-
rest
he's
of the
not
year,
a
but
zombie.
he's a werewolf on the first full moon.
Okay,
Here's
it's not
a
even
de-
true. He's a lich. Jesus would be a lich. He would be a lich. Because a zombie meant that he wouldn't have
Check
any...
out the Dungeons and Dragons rulebook. He's a lich.
He would be a lich. He wouldn't be mindless. He wouldn't be brain dead. He has...
Okay, Christianity sounds way cooler if we're worshiping the Lich King.
Yeah.
He's a lich.
Yeah.
He comes back to
down with
life.
that.
He goes back to life.
I just changed my whole stance on
He goes up to
Christianity.
Thomas. He goes up to Thomas, and he asks Thomas... That's the weird thing, too. He's like, feel the holes, Thomas. Doubting Thomas, feel them. And Thomas puts his fingers... Probably really weird. Puts his fingers through the holes.
He fingered Jesus' holes.
Where do the eggs come out then?
The Easter's the bunny's butt.
Yeah.
Where- but where did the-
Jesus brought back a dead rabbit with him, and then the rabbit.
That
family
rabbit
eggs.
is a
egg.
zombie. Jesus would be a lich.
Right. The dead rabbit shat out
Oh my
a
God,
chocolate
this
egg.
I've said so many fucking bad things on this.
Let's move on.
Oh my God.
Oh, look at this one.
Live, laugh, lobotomy.
Yeah?
I love this one.
Is that guy holding an Easter egg?
I think so.
The wrinkles on the robe is nice. They're nice.
It kind of looks like an old-timey Dylan Utter, if we're going to be.
Yes, that's a
It does.
Dylan.
That's
Utter.
a Dylan.
That looks like Dylan.
That
What a-
is Dylan.
Let's send this to him right now.
And that might be Mosner. We figured
What
it
if we
out.
FaceTimed him?
Oh,
I don't think we'd be able to hear it.
Well, no, but he would be on it.
Yeah.
You don't want me to do it?
We wouldn't have audio.
Oh, wait, fine. We won't do it.
Another time.
We'll just have to bring Dylan in, I guess.
And back to Marty McFly. I think he has his sneakers on.
Yeah, he definitely
Yeah.
has the Nikes on.
Nice.
Time traveler right there.
Oh my God, it's already 8:23. You've got another 7 minutes. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
We're almost done. I think this is
All right.
one or two more, maybe.
Let's do it.
Yeah. So what's your opinion on it, Zach? Real quick.
I like it.
Cool. Move on.
Wait, whoa.
You're the one who has to go.
I like it. It's nice. I like the juxtaposition of red and blue.
Again, you like the background, the abstract.
It's not abstract. It looks like the guy's in space, the other guy's on Earth.
Or in hell. I mean, it's really red.
Heaven and hell.
All right.
Yeah.
Right on.
What's next? Did you just look up paintings where people get stabbed?
Yes.
Is that how we found all these?
Yes.
This looks like a shitty Nintendo 64 video game.
It looks like it's.
Where there's a glitch after a character gets hit, like Quest 64.
It looks like it's a picture of
Yeah,
a
just there.
painting. Like somebody took a picture at a weird angle. That's why everything looks kind of out of whack. Like you can see on the bottom corner here, there's like a little bit of a
yeah.
frame sticking out.
Yep.
I love it.
It's cool though.
She looks like a giant
Nicely detailed.
that's been assassinated.
I mean, she's hanging in
Now,
there.
are the nuns walking, or are they like riding in a roller coaster? Because it looks more like.
Well, if we could see the rest of the painting, it would probably make a little more sense.
Because they look like they're about to ride a roller coaster at Six
Not
Flags.
so much a roller coaster, but that log ride where they take your picture right before you go off the edge.
And then
Splash
just launch in
Yeah.
the fucking water.
Yeah.
And Six Flags accidentally caught the murder on screen.
Yeah. She's still having a good time about it. I mean, look at her.
Yeah, she's happy.
There's those hats again.
Yeah, we got to
We should bring back bonnets for women and tights for men. I would fucking walk around in tights. That would feel good.
How do you know?
What's- come on.
Wear a
You
hat
never
where
you
it's
never
just
put on a
the
pair
face.
of your wife's leggings. They're comfortable as shit.
Have you, Bam?
They're comfortable as shit. I've done it with my wife. Like, there's been times I'm like, oh my god, all my clothes are in the laundry. She's like, she's been put on a pair of my leggings for the night, and I put them on. I'm like, god damn, these are fucking nice. They're
Really
tight.
lets my ass breathe.
They do. Well, they make your
I steal a pair of them almost every winter and wear them under jeans.
They're nice. They're nice pair. That's what I'm saying. Why have this stigma? I mean, why don't we bring this back?
Bring it back, man.
You know that
Hey,
way
you can wear all the yoga pants you want. I'm out.
you're out. You're not wearing them.
Just make sure to wear a long T-shirt.
Well,
You
no.
have to bring
you should-
tunics back.
Yeah.
Guy
You're
used to
doing
come
leggings.
in at the brewery. His name was Ulysses. Jerome's friend used to come in, and he would always come in wearing really tight pants, and his dong was always showing. Always. He knew what he was doing.
Frog's eye.
Just flexing.
He had a big dick.
Big dick, G.
He had a big dick.
Good for him, though. Good for him.
I'm cool with it. Put it out there, man.
Just embrace it.
That's why I don't get mad at Frank. This is a great podcast today. I really, Josh, I'm sorry if I pissed you off with any of these conversations.
Oh, you're fine.
These are great
We usually are
conversations.
off the rails, but
Yeah, these are great
All right,
conversations.
let's see the next one. Let's see the last one here.
Oh.
Yeah, this is the last
oh,
one.
he's not having a good time.
This
Dude,
one.
it's the guy from Harry Potter. The teacher. What's his name?
The guy with the face on the back of his head.
face on the
Yeah.
back of his head.
Oh, from the first one.
Or can you imagine if that was his hair? That'd be badass.
You have rad hair. It's Conan O'Brien in that case.
With the sweetest pompadour.
I want to know who drew shit like this for all these biblical illustrations.
Not the
And
clay
how-
lady.
Well, how much training they actually had to draw things, or if they're just like figure it out.
I got some crayons.
What if,
That's
this,
what it looks like.
I looked at people.
what if this was the best art back then? Like, this was it.
It was.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't far off.
Like, if this what people were looking at, it's like, wow.
Yeah. This was impressive
You
for
see,
them.
you see Bam's new piece? It's pretty fucking sweet. He got faces on that.
Dude,
fucking swords,
there were
bro.
3 guys stabbing a guy in the head. It was crazy.
I think I'm gonna commission him to paint my wife. Like, I imagine like that, the first pornography. Like, she won't give me sex when I want it. I was wondering if you could paint my wife, and then
Paint
like
me
just,
a porno.
like just circles. Like this fucking cave painting shit. Oh yeah, this is hot.
Oh, yeah.
He's just
figure with
badly
2 circles.
describing what she looks like naked.
Oh, this is hot as shit. He really painted on those like painted the tits on with really nice rock bulges. It was badass.
Oh my
Can I come over and see that later? Yeah.
Can you
Be
make sure to
awesome.
leave her hat on where you could just see her face and nothing else there?
Yes. That's hot as
You
shit.
know, there's all these times that I come home with a freshly killed saber-tooth tiger, and all I want is a fucking cleaned house. But every time I say, hey, this cave looks like shit, she won't have sex with me for like a week. So do me a favor and just draw something. I just need to invent jerking off and start doing that more.
I need shapes. Give me something with shapes.
Curves.
Curves. I need curves. Please. Oh. And that's what we're looking at here.
Which one's the curvy one?
The one in the green.
Oh, God.
Oh, you wanted your friend to draw me naked, huh?
No,
Here you fucking go.
Now that would be a nice episode one day. Could you jerk off to this? Like just old art up there and be like, all right, now I'm sorry.
Let's do an episode on the oldest erotic art we can find.
my
I'm in.
God.
I'm in.
my God.
I'm in.
That's our Are You Garbage episode. Like,
Yeah.
would you jack to this?
Yeah, give me the situation. Well, yeah, it's been months. You're in a cave.
Now, Zach,
You got
have you
nothing
watched
else.
the Albrecht Dürer episode? Because I'm pretty sure he sent unsolicited nudes to his male friends.
Of course.
Again, I love the like straight man expression he's got. He's like, "Oh, it looks like the woman stabbed me again."
Oh, fuck, I'm dead.
Third time this week.
It's a nice facial expression. At least I got his like dread with the color of his skin.
Real sense of
Dread.
action in this painting.
Do you think his friend drew this because he's just like, man, my wife's a real thorn in my side? He's like, I'm going to make him the most hilarious card ever. And it's just his wife stabbing him with that same face he makes whenever she talks. Like,
Just
Oi, what do you mean? I don't fucking talk annoying.
this is the beginning of Hallmark right here.
This is great.
Is that all we got?
Just yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm happy to be a part of this podcast
We're
today.
happy to have you.
Yeah.
And I'm happy that
Oh
we're gonna
God,
do,
Deborah, my fucking wife!
Hey, look, Ray's back.
Oh, Reggie Romano's in the fucking house. Let's talk shit about our wives.
Could you do the podcast where we talk about would you jack to that? Would you do that?
The entire fucking time I can try. Oh shit.
As Reggie Romano.
You won't want to jerk off to nothing after hearing me talk like this for an hour.
Now, can you do Reggie Romano from Ireland?
Oh, I don't know if I can add an accent.
That's really hard.
I watched this documentary about old school voice actors for like for Looney Tunes and all that stuff, and the new age people we have now, and the new age people we have now always talk about Looney Tunes and specifically Bugs Bunny and Daffy Duck. And they were like, the guy who did Bugs Bunny also did Daffy Duck. He goes, and to see the true skill that this guy had, he could do Bugs Bunny imitating Daffy Duck and then not sounding like it was a melding of the two.
Yeah,
it
yeah.
sounded like
Mel
Bugs,
Blanc, right?
Yeah, it sounded like Bugs Bunny doing Daffy Duck.
Yeah, yeah.
It was, and they
pretty
had a clip of
impressive.
it. It was insane. He's like, most people today, when they're doing voice acting, they just merge the two together, and they're not understanding your Bugs Bunny first, and then you're imitating Daffy Duck.
That's crazy.
Pretty cool.
It's an interesting take. It's crazy.
It is.
All right.
All right, so that's it for today. One more
Ooh.
time. Let's plug this t-shirt here. We'll put the link in the description.
Zechariah Christ.
He's a very vengeful god.
He
He wants you to get you to fucking
And the
beat
worst
one
part
off
is-
on the next episode so he can curse you for it.
now people are going to look at this and be like, wow, Zach's an anti-Semite. I'm not an anti-Semite. I'm far from that. I'm just talking about
That's our
God
clip
being a
from this
vengeful.
episode. Just that.
Zach, don't worry.
as-
Only like 5
hold on.
people watch this.
Yeah,
so
well,
you're
I'm
good.
also saying he's not. Yeah, watch it blow up on TikTok. I'm not saying he is. I'm not being anti-Semite. I'm just saying God is vengeful. That's it. That's all I'm stating.
So,
From the Christianity standpoint,
as a living, don't you take water and turn it into alcohol?
my mom said this early on when I was dating. I went out a couple dates with a woman who had lesbian mothers. My mom was very religious, and my dad was like trying to defend, this because my mom's so conservative. And he was like, Antoinette, he goes, Jesus Christ walked with these type of people in society? Wouldn't you want your son to walk with these type of people? And my mom responds, my son is not Jesus.
She's going to be
Now
really
you
proud
are.
now.
Hey,
We proved her wrong.
Now you are.
I know. And it goes along with the Catholic look at it. Is the fact is,
That's where we screwed up. We should have put in text underneath it.
My
My
son
son
is
is
not
not
Jesus.
Jesus.
We can prove now that you are. There's a shirt with your face on it. You turn water into alcohol. Sometimes you turn one pizza into many pizzas.
the fuck does that mean?
You have Pizza Friday.
Oh, Pizza Friday.
Yeah.
We used to do that. Yeah.
Yeah, you used to feed us.
And that's
Yeah.
and that's the thing. I want to like get out. You know, finish.
you
it
wash
with
my feet?
I would love to wash your feet. Man. That's the thing. A lot of Catholic people and Christian people would not actually like Jesus today if he was around. They
Right.
would actually not like him. They'd be like, "Whoa."
modern people.
A lot of modern people, the people that just go to be seen at church, would just be like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa! Who the fuck is this guy? He
What are you
wants
doing,
to
bro?
he wants to give poor people money. He wants to help poor people. He wants to help the
But my
prostitutes."
taxes.
And that's where the problem is the fact that people aren't actually, if people just lived like Jesus, things would be a lot different, because he was actually a good person trying to do everything. But if you look at it from a religious standpoint, you know, from the Catholic Church, God's vengeful. He's going to punish you.
Didn't Jesus die at age 32,
33.
33?
No. I don't know. I don't know. But it was a
So
great podcast.
That's
and
why
it
we
was.
brought you here.
When it,
Here it is.
when you turn 33?
September.
That's what I
Here it
thought.
is.
Oh, bring
I'll
it
be in
back.
here, and you guys will Caesar me.
Any upcoming events we should know about at the North?
We've got God Complex coming out May 1st, I believe.
Hilarious.
This is going to be great. I know.
A vengeful God complex is about to come out.
We have that.
Can you title this
Spicy God Complex.
this series "A Vengeful God Complex"?
It's a possibility. Anything's possible.
We got
Maybe.
man doing
Anything's possible when you're. Wait, is anything possible when you're Christ?
The power of Jesus.
You can manipulate.
Anything's possible.
I would say, yeah, probably.
The power
You're
of Christ compels
I'm not
you.
Christ.
The power of Christ compels you.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ.
Before we leave, can you bless me?
Okay, babe.
Ooh, since we're on religious stuff, another recent thing. In the Garden of Earthly Delights, there's a dude that has music on his butt.
Right there.
Right there. Somebody actually composed it. It's a real song.
Oh shit!
You can
Really?
look it up and listen to it.
Have you guys?
Is it a Slayer song?
No, it kind of sounds like the beginning of it, the Lords of Salem song from the movie.
Gotcha.
But then it goes into like normal classical shit. Like
Yeah.
someone wrote an actual song on that dude's ass.
Wow,
Be kind of cool if it came out black metal.
that would be fucking sweet.
I mean, you could probably
Or like cheesy black metal like Venom. Black metal.
Yeah.
Have you guys talked about the transgender Jesus with Frank piece yet? I think we can.
Oh, I don't think that's on camera anywhere.
Well, I don't think it is, but it's okay if it's
no,
not.
just the hand.
We'll build it up. We'll talk about it. Maybe next time I'll bring it up again, and then maybe we'll do.
We'll do a few more religious episodes.
We'll do a couple more of those, and then maybe we'll put the piece up and one just to see what people think.
Maybe that's the night we get Dylan in as the artist.
Yeah, you can be like,
We can
this is
see
what
how
Dylan.
many people we could fit in this room.
That would be fun.
For a Would You Jacket episode.
Would you jacket? And knowing Dylan Utter, he would jacket to almost.
Oh, I would fuck that, yeah.
Yeah, fuck. It's stone.
He'd probably pull his pants off and be like, "Oh wait, you didn't mean now? I thought you meant now."
And we're not making fun of him. We speak the highest of Dylan. He's a great person and a great artist too.
Bartends every Friday.
Every Friday, 12 to 4. Come down and see him. Tell him a weird story. Loves hearing weird.
Loves hearing weird.
Is there any update to when you're going to be like running full capacity again or anything like that?
Well, we're about 3 or 4 more accusers away on Governor Cuomo until we have.
Oh yeah, I mean we got legal weed now.
We got legal weed
That's
now.
a thing that happened
That's
since
huge
we
in
last
here.
did
This
the
is
podcast.
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
like Reggie would say, we're smoking big doinks.
Mad
Yeah.
Doinks-nomus.
R.I.P. King Dave.
It's pretty insane, like how hard New York went with it too. It's like
It's super liberal. I mean, dude, no other state has the law that we have. I mean, for example, other states, I don't know. We'll just tell you this: you can carry 3 ounces of marijuana on your person
In New York.
in New York, and on the New York State website, it says that is equivalent. 3 ounces equivalent to 50 joints. You know how insane that is? That's not even close. These joints would be like that big.
Yeah, but having 50 joints on your person is just kind of an insane thing to do anyway.
It's-
I just can't wait to see photos of people bringing their plants on the subway. Just like Bob Rossing it with happy little plot trees.
I mean, people were probably already doing that.
government
It's true.
said I have this. I'm going to take it home and put it in your pot.
It's fucking New York. People were already doing that.
That's true.
Dude,
Up
I've
to-
seen people move whole couches.
up to 5 pounds of marijuana.
Ugh.
I was going to make that joke earlier when you're talking about art dealers. Be like, I used to deal something, but New York State is now trying to get into my business.
All right,
But here,
I have to get out of here.
All right, cool. We'll wrap it up.
Mad
All
Joints
right.
Anonymous.
He's
Thanks,
just
Zach.
he's just leaving in the middle of us recording.
It's because I have to pee really bad
Once
too.
again, we'll put up the link for this T-shirt in the description. We'll put out a promo video for it. But all the
Wait,
proceeds
no,
go to the
Zach,
North
it's like
Brewery.
this. It's like,
Yeah, you have to get a copy of the shirt.
Okay.
there you go.
And we will also be announcing a raffle soon.
We're going to launch another podcast called Mad Doink Cheese Contest.
Thank you guys.
All right. See you, everybody.
This got ridiculous.
This was awesome. I'm really proud of all of this. Guys,
Damaged by you. Damaged by me. I'm confused. Don't wanna
Or do you want to wait until we post this video?
post the video, and now I'm gonna break it to Chad and be like, I had no